we spoke at a pickup artist convention. It didn't go as planned.
This is really funny, this is fucking awesome. They are YouTube stars and it's called Sex Talk with My Mom.
What is driving you guys to be here right now?
To pick up women like your mom.
Woo! Good mission.
This is not my favorite thing to hear. We were starting off with a bang on that one.
I kind of liked it.
My main question is it to pick up women like my mom, in the sense of developing a relationship with her, or is it just to fuck people like my mom? Are you guys here just to get laid, or are you here to actually create a relationship?
What we didn't realize is that this was a conference going on for 3 days, and we were coming in on the 3rd day after all these guys have been indoctrinated to think casual sex and fucking as many women as possible is the answer to all of their problems.
Casual sex is not great, at least for me, unless you have an emotional connection with the other person. If this is just some fucking stranger that with just a hole, you might be able to come sometimes.
Sometimes prematurely. Okay, I apologize for bringing up the premature ejaculation issue.
Why did you need to talk about my premature ejaculation issue?
I was trying to, like, you know, break down all the, you know.
Most times, it's just not going to be great. It's not going to be the sex that you have when you're in a relationship. We got a question.
Yes. What is the longest relationship you've had with a woman? You.
6 months.
I recognize that it's not going to go well at this point.
Well, first of all, we thought this was just some random guy that was in the audience of about 100 people, but it turned out it was not. It was the leader of the entire pickup artist convention. His name is Harish. Well, we'll find out more.
Harish.
That too.
His name's Harish.
Your longest time span is 6 months, which is still nothing yet.
Completely agree.
Right? So then if you extend that time span to 4 to 5 to 8 to 10 years, and you ask anybody 10-year relationship, and if they're honest, they would say, I would rather fuck a woman 3 times less than my wife right now with that brand new pussy than have to go back to that shit, and I've done it every way.
That shit?
Yeah, you'd have to go back to that shit.
That shit.
Okay, just so you
Get
know.
that brand new pussy.
Well, what is he? Some brand new cock?
So to that person, it's much more fulfilling to randomly have sex with a bunch of not as pretty chicks than their fulfilling relationship. Now,
he's not so pretty, by the way.
Wait, not so pretty chicks?
Yeah, not so pretty. Like, he'll take a 5 if it means he can just fuck her, rather than having to deal with the 10.
You've only had 6 months, so one day you'll understand what I'm saying. Well, as of right now.
Not necessarily. Because you only had a 6-month relationship, you cannot offer any input.
That's correct. And also, I hope to one day be able to speak like he does.
Why?
Please, let me be like Harish.
That's your role model.
Is it a Harish or a Rush?
I don't know, whatever it is. It's like a rash. He gives me like a rash. It gets like, it's like ew.
By no means am I an expert. I've only had my longest relationship was 6 months. And I'll also say, I'm not necessarily the norm. And that was a big realization for me. I don't know if there is a norm. I think everyone might have different preferences.
Right, he's just speaking from himself.
Thank you for going to bat for me. I was speaking for myself because clearly no one at the conference thought that I was saying anything logical.
I was married for 24 years, never strayed out of the marriage. The sex was good, produced not only him but 2 other kids. And you can have a good sexual relationship that's lasting, and if you're male and female, you can do it, but you gotta work at it.
It's a good point.
I schooled him.
You schooled him?
Schooled him.
It sounded like you're pretty passionate what you just said.
And what's your name, by the way? What's your name?
Harish.
Harish. And Harish, have you been in any long-term relationships?
Yes, many times.
And obviously this is what happens. Okay.
Booyah!
Booyah.
You just nailed him.
I nailed him again. 2 for 2. But by the way, what kind of long-term relationships did he have?
2 points, Karen.
Yeah, 0 points, Harish.
Harish. -1 point, Cam, for having a 6-month relationship.
Give us your perspective of a 10-year relationship.
Yeah.
But what I would be willing to do is to go to we don't have it, but let's say metaphorically, we put you on a lie detector test and your husband, and we ask him the same question.
Well, that would be a little difficult because unfortunately he passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why did you need to bring up the dead dad situation?
Wait, not only that, Dad. What's with the lie detector? Okay, what a lie detector test to your deceased husband. He would know I'm wrong, and then my husband wanted to fuck everything he could because I'm old pussy. He wanted new pussy.
Yeah, you got old ass pussy.
I got old pussy.
Here's the thing, the man will sit here and agree, but inside he's like, God, you have no idea, I just need some brand new pussy.
Hello, I'm a man.
You want brand new pussy?
I'm ready for any pussy that I'm gonna feel any sort of emotional connection with. I don't want just some random holes.
Listen, there are people like you, and those people should open up that marriage, open up that relationship, have multiple partners and still be married if that works for them. But for Cam, it doesn't so far.
I want to make it very clear, I'm not coming here to say like, yeah, you guys are looking for the wrong thing.
Yeah.
If you're looking for just get one night stand, get laid, that's totally wrong. That's not what I'm saying. I think this is a question we get a lot that you guys might be interested in, which is how, if you're in a 10-year relationship, how do you stop it from getting stale and wanting that younger pussy?
And I think there's only one answer to that.
Which is?
Communication. I think confidence and knowing what you want and finding out about your own bodies, and that means masturbating, both men and women, sure.
Harish, where's Harish? How do you feel about that response?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the response?
Okay, so listening skills are not that great.
1 point for not listening.
That's a point for me.
How do you feel about the response that if you really want to spice it up, if you want the sex not to get stale, the key is communication, saying exactly what you want?
Okay, so we're veering back on track.
We're trying to like have a serious talk.
Communication, that's all we're trying to talk about.
How do you deny communication being the only thing? It's like an easy no-brainer.
Every man knows when you have sex with a woman, you want her to shut the fuck up.
Oh. Every man knows when you want to have sex with a woman, you want her to shut the fuck up.
How about you shut the fuck up? Did I say that?
Yeah.
Every man knows when you have sex with a woman, you want her to shut the fuck up.
You only want to fuck mutes? Do you only want to fuck mutes?
Helen Keller? What the fuck?
I don't think mutes want to fuck you.
Why does he get one of those plastic dolls?
A blow-up doll. Blow-up dolls don't make noise.
Why does he get a fleshlight?
Why does he get a fleshlight? Furniture. Maybe you can fuck a bed.
A glory hole.
Go to a glory hole. Not much noise on the other side.
Every man knows when you have sex with a woman, you want her to shut the fuck up.
Why doesn't he have sex with a sheep? It's supposed to be as close to human vagina.
Something silent, right?
Silent. He wants silent.
A dead person. A balloon.
A balloon. Balloon?
I don't know.
Fuck a balloon?
You can fuck a balloon.
Anything with a hole?
A balloon might be too noisy.
No.
Oh! Nagging.
No.
I'm impressed you knew the word nagging.
Listen carefully, okay?
Listen carefully.
Oh, listen carefully. He's got something important to say.
In case you hadn't heard before,
Listen carefully.
he's got something very important.
He's very important to listen to. Listen
Yes,
carefully.
listen.
Carefully with all your ears.
And by the way, he was pointing fingers.
Listen carefully and shut the fuck up.
During sex is not communication. Sex is an animalistic thing that every cockroach to rats to...
Maybe you should fuck a cockroach.
I think a cockroach might be his best bet. Every cockroach knows when they're fucking each other to shut the fuck up.
And to listen.
And to listen carefully.
Everything does. We get fulfilled in relationships outside of sex by communication, admiration, respect, honor, all those things. But we have to take sex as a subject and realize how many men who love their women still cheat on them because of the biology of having to want to be with another woman, or get addicted to porn, or imagine her best friend while they're fucking her. We all do that.
What is happening?
What was that?
What is coming out of his mouth?
Communication, admiration, respect.
It's just garbage coming out of his mouth.
Still cheat on them.
It's mumbo jumbo.
Want to be with another woman, or get addicted to porn.
I have no idea.
Admiration.
I think he's bad at communicating both during sex and also now.
Or imagine her best friend while they're fucking her.
Mumbo jumbo.
Yes.
He's speaking mumbo jumbo.
He does it on purpose, because if he speaks enough mumbo jumbo, these little lambs that are following him into the slaughterhouse, by the way, are just going to give him money to hear this mumbo jumbo shit.
Her best friend while they're fucking her. We all do that.
We all do that.
We all do that.
We all do that.
I forgot myself.
I forgot that you do it.
I do it all the time, actually.
I do it too.
Exactly what we're doing, I'm not exactly sure.
We all do that.
I do it. You do it. We all do it.
Okay. So one option is to open the relationship.
I'm not giving answers. You're asking questions, right?
He's not giving answers.
He's
No,
asking questions.
you listen carefully. He's not giving questions.
He's
Answers.
asking.
No, listen carefully. Listen carefully. He's not
Giving answers. He's asking questions.
Listen carefully.
But I didn't
He's
hear
not
any
giving
questions.
answers.
Did you hear any questions?
There was not a question in there.
Yeah, but he asked questions.
He's asking a bunch of questions.
Maybe he knows cockroach language. What? Cockroach language.
Her answer is saying, no. Even if you're not comfortable with opening the relationship, if you want to fire up this 10-year-old sex, how do you do that? She says, you have to communicate. If you want your dick sucked a certain way, you have to say exactly how you want to do that.
That happens in the first, 2-3 days of hanging out.
Maybe.
Right?
Maybe.
Not 10 years later. It's like, maybe this is how you suck my dick.
In the 2 to 3 days of knowing someone,
He tells them how he wants his dick sucked, and if they don't like to do that, then he moves on to the next one. That's what I got on it. What'd you get on it?
I'm also wondering when he's intending to tell them, because During sex, it's clearly, there's no words exchanged.
Right. So in the first 2 or 3 days, when they go out to breakfast after he bangs them, because you know he's not going down on him. I can tell you that right now. That's not happening.
1 point, Mom.
Another point.
There were a couple things that you said that sparked some feeling.
I was experiencing feelings.
You got feelings.
I got feelings and mainly hostility.
And he had no feelings whatsoever.
I think he
But he
might
has questions. It's just, they don't come out as a question.
They're not answers.
They're not answers, and they are questions, but they don't have question marks at the end.
Gobbledygook.
The first is that it takes 2 to 3 days to get to the point of saying how you want your dick sucked, which has not been the case
I was
for
joking.
me.
It's about like the right then.
Hilarious joke.
Hilarious.
He's a big joker.
I don't think he was joking. He does like to tell him right then how he wants a dick sucked.
There can be an even more verbal discussion that you're like, yeah, that really fucking feels good. And it doesn't need to be like real sexy talk, but you could be real fucking literal and say exactly what you want.
We need to have a talk, you and me.
I want my anus fingered. I want my penis sucked with a little teeth.
Sucked with a little teeth.
I don't know. These are not personal. These are not personal preferences. I'm giving examples of what you could say.
Openness, which is what we're talking about communication, is the key to having good sex. Yeah, I would say
it really is.
Now, by saying that no guys want to communicate during sex, you're leading everyone astray.
Please, you guys don't listen.
Don't listen.
Please, you guys. Don't listen to him.
You're begging the audience.
I'm begging you, don't listen to him.
Just stop listening to their fearless leader.
I became very motherly to the audience, and I wanted the core guys to know, don't listen to this guy.
They're being led astray.
That's not what we're all about. We're called Sex Talk with My Mom, and we're a podcast. You guys should definitely check it out. It's on iTunes. And what we're all about is exactly what this gentleman here disagrees with. We are all about learning, communicating, and making whoever your partner is the most fulfilled person on the planet.
Why are we at this conference?
Why
were we invited to this? They wanted to talk to a woman.
Maybe that was it.
I think we are the anti-pickup artists.
I think that our mission was accomplished.
We really knocked some sense into these guys.
There are men in this room who are going to want what Cam has, which is the spiritual connection and want to be having sex with one person for the rest of their lives, but make it really good.
We make millions of sperm in one day. You think that's for one woman?
And
what is that? Oh, who asked for the biology lesson?
Wait, he makes millions of sperm.
He's got to be fucking millions of women.
That's right.
What is he doing even at this conference? He should be fucking women. He's got sperm in there.
He's got millions.
They're swimming around. They got to be used.
What if you don't have millions? What if you only have a couple? Then you only can fuck 2 people.
And so it seems like almost all of you guys here believe the only way that you can have really, really good sex is by having really, really different partners. And that's okay. If you have a really intense relationship with one woman, there's nothing wrong with opening up your relationship if you're both on board to that. Just don't do it behind each other's back.
Just don't do it behind anybody's back.
It's a good point.
Is there anybody here that thinks you could have a monogamous relationship and be totally fulfilled?
We are people.
All right, we have a couple hands here for the people on the podcast. Oh, we got more.
We're different.
Go ahead, don't be scared. It's not macho. It's not macho.
It's not macho?
It's not macho to raise your hand and defy the fearless leader.
You're saying it's not macho to just say with the fearless leader and say that they're cockroaches.
It's not macho if you go along with you.
No, you were saying to the audience, it's not macho. Do you see?
It's not macho.
To just keep your hands to yourself even though you believe that to be true.
I think they all have their hands on their cocks anyway.
Raise those hands high if you think you can have a fulfilling, really good sex with one person.
Raise them high!
Yeah!
Praise the Lord!
People here.
Raise them high!
Ask him.
Yeah!
The survey. And so you'd have to ask the gentleman to raise their hand. Now you gotta be honest. You first. Your longest relationship with a female has been? Honest.
8 months.
8 months.
Not great.
Yours has been?
3 years.
3 years, we got a winner.
3 years, I heard. 3 years.
3 months.
3 months.
Not great.
Parents have been married for...
Now your parents. Your...
Parents.
That was not a good, that was not a buoy.
Okay, 1 for Harish.
Arash.
Alright.
1 3-year, right? But the rest, again, fall right in that category, which is this delusion.
Delusion. We're delusional.
All the rest fall into category.
We're delusional.
We have to decide if we have a planet or a country or a group of people, we're all gonna go with a mutated gentleman, or he's 1 out of a fucking 100 people here. That's what you gotta see.
I'm a mutant. I'm a mutant.
You're a mutant.
I am a mutant.
With millions of sperm.
With millions of sperm.
Sit there 3 times the sperm. You got the sperm going for the ass, You got blocker sperm for foreign sperm, and you got killer sperm that are killing the sperm being blocked. Additionally, the penis is shaped like a plunger to pull out other sperm. So
We got a plunger! We got a plunger! When I take a massive shit, I just put my penis in the toilet, so I unplunge the toilet. I got a penis plunger. I got a penis plunger.
He said there's different types of sperm.
It's a trifold. It's a
Three different types of
We got the blocker sperm, the performing sperm, the egg sperm, the penis plunger. Clearly, we're meant to fuck many women.
Clearly, this is a science. This is a science class.
I forgot we were into science class.
These are all guys who are trying to bring mass amounts of girls into their life.
Why are they trying to pick up multiple women? Why don't they try for one?
Bingo.
Well, let's not get greedy. It's like if you go into a donut shop. You don't like order like every single donut in the shop. You order one donut.
Well, also, if you haven't eaten a lot of donuts before, I wouldn't start with getting the 12-pack.
So how about with the donut hole? How about the munchkin?
I just want a mass.
I just want you to be aware people pay for this training.
Lots
and lots of money. Millions and millions of dollars with millions of sperm.
A mass amount of money for mass amount of women. Mass amount of brand new pussy.
Not old pussy. I got old pussy.
Old pussy.
Why are you looking down at me going, old pussy?
To rephrase that question, the majority of people here are here to bring massive amount of girls into their lives. And how does Cam feel about that?
any tool you can get.
Any tool you can get, yeah.
I think you were being dissed at this point. Somebody brought you a card.
What does that say, Cam?
His card? Are you trying to pick me up right now?
Oh, burn, burn, burn!
Point for Cam, point for Cam, point for Cam.
What's the worst thing that a pickup artist could do? Pick up a man!
He tried to pick you up.
I think he wanted my penis plunger.
Oh, you need to learn how to get laid.
Oh, shit, he got me! He got me good!
To learn how to get laid.
I just got got! I got got! I'm a mutant and I got got!
I think you haven't listened to the whole fucking
Sometimes I think you guys need to open up those ears and listen and communicate.
When you make the statement, sex is fulfilling, and your longest relationship is 6 months, you're not there yet.
We had this discussion 30 minutes ago. Why are we going back?
You only had a 6 month relationship, so you have nothing to say.
I've got shit for brains. 6 months? I must have nothing going on here.
You got nothing. You got nada, kid.
At least I don't have an old pussy.
That's why
Wait, I think you're not there yet to tell me that I can't make those statements. Maybe you haven't had my experience, which is the whole purpose of this podcast.
Hold me back! Hold me back! I'm coming at him! I'm gonna hold me back! I'm getting him! I'm coming at you! I'm coming at you! I'm coming at you!
So, with that, I want to thank you guys so much for
Thank
listening.
you so much.
I hope this was a pleasant experience for you.
Was it calming and reassuring as you thought it would be?
I hope you really learned a lot from our lecture today. Thank you.
If you want to hear more from us, you can check out our podcast, Sex Talk with My Mom.
It's on iTunes, you guys.
What about having Harish as guest on our podcast?
His name is Arash.
What about
And he's
him?
not coming on the podcast. But you can come on the podcast. Check out Sex Talk with My Mom on the iTunes store. We'd love to have you.
Yeah.
Subscribe. Rate and review it.
We love y'all.
Thanks for watching.
Now we do need your comments. Comment below.
Old pussy.